So I relapsed after over 100 plus days on nofap, or a little over 3.5 months. And I think you probably watching this video, you probably have this super high standard of yourself, right? Like you think that you need to be perfect, you need to not mess up, you need to do everything right. Because if you don't, then you're a failure, or you're not actually on self-improvement, or you're not actually you're not embodying the perfect man that these people portray on the internet. And a lot of guys get so wrapped up in comparing themselves and so mad and aggravated at themselves because they're not perfect. And it's just kind of the cycle where they try super hard not to do something or to do something, and then they don't do it, or they do it. They relapse, or they don't follow through on their task, their goal. And then they beat themselves up for it, and then they feel worse for it. And it's a negative feedback loop because now they feel less confident in themselves. And so now when they meet that task again, or when they're met with that situation again, they fail and crumble again. And it's this negative feedback loop because you're comparing to an outside source. And you're comparing yourself to a standard that's unreachable. No one's perfect. You're gonna fail and you're gonna mess up, and that you have to fail. You have to mess up at some point so that you have the opportunity to grow, so that you have the opportunity to look at your life and reflect and grow from it. If you're just going and nothing happens, there aren't any ups and downs, especially downs, if there aren't any failures in your life, what are you going to learn from? Because when you fail, when you fall, when you mess up, that's where you get the opportunity to get better. That's where you get the opportunity to look and say, what did I do wrong? And how could I improve for next time? So yeah, I relapsed on nofap. And now looking back on it, I realize I relapsed because I didn't really employ the systems that I had in place for, completely wiping away distracting temptation thoughts in my mind. I kind of just let them, stay in there, and then I just, acted on it. So I realized after being introspective, oh, okay, I didn't do what I usually do to avoid that. I kind of just was unconscious because I hadn't really had those temptational thoughts in a while. So I kind of even forgot how I dealt with them. And so I kind of just acted on it. And so when you fail, when you feel like you're falling, you feel like nothing's going right, and you keep beating yourself up for it, you need to immediately just be grateful that you had this opportunity to learn. You need to be grateful that you're even trying to be better. You need to be grateful that you've been given this amazing life and this opportunity, and that you're on the right track. You just need to keep going. Because that's all it's about. All these guys on the internet will tell you if you're not perfect, then you're trash, you're awful. They tell you this ideal, gym, business, money. It's like you focus on these 5 things, you're gonna be a top tier man. And you watching the video, you're just sitting there, like, oh, okay, I'll try. And you can't even like focus in school. And you're trying to compare yourself to all these guys. You're like, oh, I need to make money online, and I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to get jacked, I need to get women, I need to grow my social media, I need to build an online business, but I don't even know which one to do, and I need to stop touching my wee-wee. It's like you got all these things that you're trying to do, which is fantastic. But you have to be grateful. You have to be appreciative of the progress that you've made. Because the fact that you're even here watching this video is an accomplishment. Because you are on the right path. You have to remember that. You're on the right path. When you fail, you have to be grateful. Just be grateful and just sit with it and just breathe it out and just be like, yo, everything's gonna be all good. Everything's gonna be all good. Nothing changes because you messed up. Okay? We all mess up. And it's not about, like, think about this. Would it be normal? Would it be normal if you just stop messing up for the rest of your life? Like, would it be normal if everything was just perfect for the rest of your life? Would that even be enjoyable? I mean, honestly, it seems like some of our biggest failures turn into the opportunities for incredible success. I mean, if you're not failing and you're just kind of, I don't know, coasting, you might need to ask yourself, am I really doing enough? I mean, if you're not failing at all, then it's like, are you even living? If there's no ups and downs in life, then what is it? You have to be, it's the striving for something. Here's what you gotta realize, you are striving for something. So you are not gonna get there immediately. You're gonna fall. But you have to get back up. Everything worthwhile is hard. Nothing worthwhile is easy. That's why these things are hard. That's why nofap is hard. That's why creating an online business that makes money, yeah, it's hard. That's why becoming amazing at something, becoming an amazing entrepreneur or an amazing speaker or an amazing content creator, it's hard. Because if it was easy, then everybody would have it. But you're striving for something, and you have to be grateful for that. And you have to realize that you are just fine the way you are. And there's nothing wrong with you because you messed up. But you have to become better when you fail. This is not an excuse to fail and blame your circumstances and blame the people around you. No. I'm telling you that when you fail, you have to self-reflect. You have to realize, okay, what's the tweak? What's the fix? And then you have to realize, right? So, when you fail, what are you gonna do about it? Get back up. Guess what? You're gonna deal with it. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna live. And whether you know are struggling with if you have an addiction with this type of thing, with fapping or whatnot, just try and reduce the amount that you do it by like a week. If you're doing it every day, I don't know, if you're doing it twice a day, make it once a day. And then, slowly but surely, get it down to 5 times a week, and then 2 times a week, and then once a week, and then, once a month. You have to keep working. We're all good. You're gonna be great. You just have to keep going. Because it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's Rocky Balboa. In Rocky 3 or 4, I can't remember. Your real strength is tested when everything is falling around you. When you feel like you can't do anything right, that's when your strength is tested. It's easy to be happy when everything's going incredible. It's easy to be happy when you're making money and you're living a successful, abundant life where you don't have to worry about anything, where you can travel anywhere, where you live an incredible, fulfilling life and you are helping people and you have amazing relationships. It's easy when everything's going great. But when you're still fighting, when you're still in the trenches, you know what I mean? Like when you're still battling it all, that's when you have to keep getting up. And that's when you have to keep fighting for your dream. And you're gonna be great. Don't take yourself too seriously. Laugh about it. Realize what you can do better. Get back up. This is life. Welcome to the rest of your life.